Hey guys, what's up? This is Phil from the Retro Games News, here with another Commodore 64 review. This is the Sacred Armour of Antiriad, which is quite a grand name. Just noticed looking at the screen, the font that they've used looks a little bit of a rip-off of Iron Maiden. I wonder whether that was where they got the idea from. But this is another game by Palace Software, who incidentally created Cauldron, which I reviewed a couple of videos ago. Well, in fact, I'd forgotten that Palace had done this game as well, so pretty good game, very good quality, and a nice little intro sequence there. Palace also created Barbarian, which is another favourite. This game came out in 1986, which was I sort of see as the highlight, the kind of heyday, I suppose, of the 64 and the Spectrum. Graphics very good and very solid, as you can see. The main character is walking around starkers at the moment, but that's all part of the story, which I will get to in a moment. Now, the original actually came with a 16-page comic created by a guy called Danny Malone, who was a US journalist who incidentally won the Pulitzer Prize for investigative reporting, apparently. Now, the story behind this game is in 2086, a civilization comes to an end. Well, I'm not too bothered about that because I'll be dead by then anyway. But this is due to two opposing groups of people who developed armoured suits, making them immune to conventional weapons. So, as a result, they had to resort to using nuclear weapons and incidentally blew each other up. As a result, the survivors of this terrible war were kind of tough yet peaceful people, and decided to then to live a simple life amongst the natural vegetation. This is all good until one day these kind of weird aliens emerged from a nearby volcano, which houses a military base, and force humans to work in mines for them. Many of the inhabitants, as you can imagine, didn't take too kindly to this, one of which is a character called Tal, and that's the guy that you can see running around on the screen, so he's the sort of the saviour to be. And he decides to do something about it. Now, rumour has it that one of these suits still lays dormant in the sort of complex. So if you can find it and power it up and get it off the ground, then maybe you can get into the heart of the volcano and blow the aliens to smithereens. Now, you probably saw me there a moment ago hopping into the suit. So I actually found the suit, but initially you can't take off because you need to power it up with energy supplies that you can find sort of dotted around the map. And as you can see here, I'm about to grab some boots because initially you can't take off because of the gravitational force. Now, a little confession here. You might have noticed that I've been bashing into things and I'm not dying. Don't be fooled, that's simply because I've got unlimited energy on. This game is a crack, so allowing me to do unlimited lives and all that kind of stuff. I did actually beat it back in the day, but I would have to put in an awful lot of practice to get to that stage again. But initially, as you're walking around with nothing much but your birthday suit, the way that you shoot the aliens is by throwing rocks at them, basically. Now, as you can see, I've picked up the boots and I've got the energy sources, so I should be able to get into the suit now and power it up. There we go. Now, I still can't shoot at this point because I need to go and find a laser cannon, which is found somewhere in the cabin. Now, I can't remember because you see I'm passing through some of the blocks here. I can't remember if that is just because I've got the sort of cracked version, or whether that was just part of it. I think it's correct. I think some of the stuff you can pass through and some of the things you can't. So there I've just picked up to the laser unit, so I can now shoot these things out of my way. One of the main things that I need to find, of course, is the mine, the bomb, which is what I will use to take to the very top of the map, and then drop it into the reactor, and then I need to just get the hell out of there and blow the thing up. There's also another device that you can find that will allow you to pass through some of the beams in your suit. But in fact, it's not necessary to have this because you can go around the caverns, albeit taking a slightly longer route. Here's one of the beams, for example, that I can't pass through, so I'm actually going to just jump out here. Now, as you can see, I'm not paying too much attention to timing. That flame there would probably frazzle me in one go. So at this point, I'm not too concerned because, like I say, I've got the unlimited energy on. Now that I think is the bomb that I've just picked up, if I remember rightly. I was playing this earlier on. I'm just chatting over the top of it now. I'm not very good at playing these games and talking at the same time. So there you go. As you can see, it's I'm equipped now with the bomb. So all I need to do now is actually get to the top of the complex and drop the bomb off. Now I'm not going to go all the way to the top. I just want to show you around some of the caverns a little bit because I don't really want to spoil the ending. But as you can see, like I say, for its time, excellent graphics. I've got your nice little control panel at the bottom with your energy and all that kind of stuff, and showing you what items you've picked up. And the graphics are so good; they're kind of almost on par with some of the Amiga stuff, which came a lot later, of course. Very, very playable, and I had a lot of fun playing this today. Again, quite challenging if you haven't got the unlimited energy switched on. It only takes a few hits from these little aliens and creepy crawlies and things falling out of the ceiling for you to meet your doom. So this originally got 93% in c64 magazine, which I actually think is kind of low. I would have given it more at the time. And in fact, I really enjoyed playing this game, and it's definitely stood the test of time. So I'm going to be a bit more generous, and I'm going to give this a Retro Games News rating of 94%. So if you ever get the chance to play this, highly recommend it. Good fun, bit of a challenge, great graphics and sound also. Can't ask for any more than that.